I gained 50 pounds my junior year of high school because I broke my foot and then shredded it all off. If you want to change your life the same way I did and go from overweight to shredded or even overweight to healthy, keep watching as we'll go over the steps needed to do this with my story, tips to make this transformation as smooth as possible, and answer the question how long this will take with a simple formula. I've always been skinny, like really skinny. One day I decided I wanted to get huge, but then October of 2021 hit and I broke my right foot and I was on crutches for 2.5 months. Getting made fun of in school and gained weight by the day. I decided to shred it all off. But how? Step 1 was I decided to eat at maintenance calories after I studied my ass off in art class watching YouTube videos on how to lose weight instead of drawing. So the way I found my maintenance calories was I multiplied my body weight by 15. That gave me the estimated maintenance calories. Step 2, I calculated the amount of protein needed with a simple formula that I will show you at the end of the video, which is just as or even more important than the amount of calories you eat. Step 3, I decided what to eat for the next 3 months. And yes, I ate the same thing every single day, but that's not a bad thing because I loved what I ate. Step 4, the most important step was I trusted the process and God, and it all worked out at the end. I still thank God to this day I could walk too. And step 5, I set reasonable expectations, which were: number 1, I recognize the terrible influence of social media. If you're someone who lives and breathes social media, I'm sorry to say, but you live in a fantasy world. As you do this transformation, you need to set yourself up with reasonable expectations. You will not look like this at the end, just like I did it, unless you have freak genetics. Then in that case, congratulations. Number 2, the path to weight loss is like a roller coaster. You'll really have good days and you'll have really bad days. If you weigh yourself every morning, don't expect the scale to go down every single day. It might even go up. There are several reasons for this, but don't get discouraged. It's all part of the process. Number 3, don't ever operate on an empty tank. Too many people cut their calories down and starve themselves, otherwise known as crash dieting. With the formula I'm going to show you next, it will ensure that you never have to do this anyway. Number 4, play the game your way. Weight loss is like a video game. You have to beat the game with your playstyle. So what does this mean? Eat what you enjoy, my friend. Now, don't take this out of context and literally eat donuts every single day. Eat stuff that's healthy, but cooked in a way that you enjoy. For example, I told this to my friend Steven, and he's been making himself protein breakfast burritos every single day because that's what he enjoys, and it's working for him. So now that you have an idea of how to get started with reasonable expectations, here's the exact formula to get started with your weight loss journey that I promised at the beginning with 2 simple steps. Step 2 is just as or even more important than step 1. So pick a number of pounds that you would like to lose in the next 12 weeks. I'm picking 15 for simplicity. So take your number and multiply it by your maintenance calories that I tell you how to calculate in the beginning indirectly. My maintenance is 2250, so I'm going to multiply it by 15 and I got 33,750. This is the number of calories that needs to be burned to lose 15 pounds. Now take that number and divide it by 90. I got 335. This number is the amount of calories that you need to subtract from your maintenance calories for 90 days. So I'm going to subtract 375 from 2250 and I end up getting 1875 calories a day. But if I'm being honest with myself, this is unsustainable for me. So what you can do is simply add another 30 days to the total, which will end up getting me to 282 calories a day to need to take away. So now I would eat 1968 calories a day to lose 15 pounds in 16 weeks. Now calories are important, but what's even more important than that is the amount of protein you eat. So to find this out, multiply your body weight by 0.8. So I'm 150 pounds and I multiply that by 0.8 and I get 120. So this is the minimum amount of protein needed each day to guarantee that you won't lose too much muscle if you don't want to do resistance training. After understanding fat loss and you're looking for a workout that will get you in and out of the gym in 45 minutes in the quickest and effective way as possible, click here. God and Jesus love you. Peace.